All right, this is looking for a connection.
Hello.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me end this. Hey, what's up, peoples? All right, hold on. I'm doing the most right now, y'all.
Trying to get all this
technology.
There we go. Hello. Look what.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Bum. There we go.
Great rising, everybody. Facebook
all right, so
family.
We are live on Facebook, Instagram. We are Wellness Downstairs at the Robbins Health Alliance. I am Chef Beee.
And I am Bridget Smith-Hayes. Hi.
And we are just coming on today to remind you about the open house and to see, hopefully that you guys can come out. We're going to actually do the open house. We changed the time from 10 to 2. And one of the reasons why we did that was because, we need to get our little self-care on as well. Okay.
Yes.
And so I just got a message from our business manager. She's upstairs. I said, we're about to go live. And she's like, I should have wore something cute.
Oh, Lord.
That's what she said. So she's like, she putting on something cute.
Sure.
And she going to come down and
talk. Well, at least you'll be in here to talk and not peeking around the
Yes,
corner.
indeed, y'all. So this open house. So let me tell you, if you missed the live that we did a couple weeks ago, Bridget and I actually started at the Robbins Health Alliance. You started before me.
Yeah, I started February last year, so I'm a year.
So you're a year. I'm not quite a year. I've been here since June.
Since June
2019. And, we both work with people in our offices. We close the door. We go mind our business. And really, when we think about a community, a wellness community, it's really about collaboration.
It really is.
It's about collaboration.
It takes a village.
It takes a village.
Yeah.
And so, when Bridget's not working, when I'm not working with clients, we just talk. And a couple weeks ago, we were chatting and we were like, wait a minute. We should do something. We should get people here. Exactly. Now, I've done some events upstairs. I had one cooking class upstairs. But this is our space. The downstairs is our space. We're actually in my office.
Yeah.
We did the first live in Bridget's office.
Yeah.
Come over here. She's so funny.
Here is Dawn.
This is Dawn. Hey. Yes.
Grab a chair and come on.
So we just talking. We just telling people about the live, about the event that we're having on Saturday. And we're just encouraging people to come out and to check us out on this Saturday from 10 to 2. We dropped the Eventbrite link for you guys. This is absolutely free, y'all.
Free.
Because we want you guys to come and see this space. This is an important time in our journeys, our wellness journeys. Absolutely. Because people are trying to get answers, right? People are trying to figure out what to do because the healthcare system has failed them. There are doctors out there that are just trying to make a business out of you. They're just trying to.
Well, they're practicing.
That's what it is.
No one has that's what.
Is that what it is? They practicing on me. They practicing on me.
But you know what? Now that was one of the reasons why Chef Beee and I were just singing the praises of Dr. Robbins because she does such a great job at. Look, she's put in all the work. She knows what she's talking about. She's and she doesn't just do what they do at the other doctor's office as far as getting you in there, getting out like cattle. You're just cattle.
Exactly.
You need a doctor who's concerned about your well-being, who is going to take the time to tell you what the diagnosis is, how to, heal yourself.
And if you continue eating this crap, you're going to get sick and you're going to stay sick. You need to change your diet.
Exactly. That's what she'll tell you too. But you know what?
And
all of us
she's a plain talker, right?
Yeah, and that is one of the things that we're pushing this year. 2020 needs to be the year for you all to be really serious about your self-care.
Yeah.
If you don't care, who will? And you can't leave things to other people as important as your health.
That's right.
So You need the right doctors in place. You need people to help you learn how to eat the correct food,
right.
Chef Beee.
Yes.
And then too, if you're not out exercising and doing whatever, massage will help in so many ways as far as
I'm getting my massage today, y'all. I'm getting rubbed up on the day.
Loosen those muscles.
I'm getting my massage today.
So, it does a lot for the body as far as loosening it up, opening up the circulation,
Mm-hmm.
Your range of motion. If we're not moving, those muscles stay in a short range. It's just shorten the muscles. But when you're stretching, if you're getting a massage, it elongates the muscle. And then you have a wider range of motion. You have movement.
So here's a question. Who needs to have a massage? Like, who needs massages?
If you are
and how often? So that's the first question. Who needs a massage and how often do they need it?
All right. If you are above ground, everyone needs massage because everyone has stress. It might not be as much as other people,
right.
But yeah, if you are alive and if you do, anything, everyone needs a massage. And I will tell you this, if you are one who has chronic illnesses, chronic muscle pains, you will probably need it more than other people who just have, every day, maybe they exercise all the time and their muscles are already stretched and full and whatever. They might not require as much. So honestly, if you come in, we can assess you and we can tell you around about how often you need one. But sometimes it just depends on how your body responds to the massage. So I don't like to tell anybody that you have to do 8 sessions or whatever because we don't know. But I will say this, once we get you to a place where your body has learned how to relax and the muscles are not as tight, then once a month you need to have some type of maintenance.
Yes. Not only that, it's also about that whole self-care.
Yeah.
Just doing something monthly for yourself. So even if you feel like that you don't have any aches and pains, just being able to keep your body in that state of wellness is very key.
Yeah, that's
being proactive. That's the big thing. Don't wait until you get all broke down and then be going, and then it takes us longer to get you out of that ditch. But if you're doing it as a lifestyle, yes, a lifestyle, then you don't have to do as much. But some of us have let everything kind of go by the wayside, and now we're like panicking. But we want to say, don't panic.
Don't panic.
We got you.
Wellness Downstairs got you. All right, so before we continue, we want to just take a moment to thank all the people who are joining in. People are popping in, which is awesome. Pamela Goodwin, thank you so much for joining. Jennifer Millett, Siobhan Shea, my mama, my friend. J.M. Woodyard, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Lydia Whitehead, Dr. Kudger, what's up? Yes, thank you guys for joining us. We got 15 people looking at this. Come on out, open house this Saturday at the Robbins Health Alliance with us, Wellness Downstairs. We're talking about the importance of massage therapy. Everyone needs something a little different, but if you are above ground, if you walk, if you have stress, if you work out, if you are a teacher, if you are a high-powered entrepreneur,
if you are a mother
if you
or
are
a father,
everybody, all of us need to get a massage. And Bridget's the bomb.
.com.
No, she didn't.
I know, she went there.
No, she didn't. All right. And then, of course, hey, Marie, what's up, lady? What's up? Let me also say, we have, in addition to the health coaching that I provide, this could also be a drop-off place, because Doc has also said it. This could also be a Stone Mountain drop-off place for your essential meals to go.
Hello.
Okay, so where we at? We at the Robbins Health Alliance, baby. That's where we at, Ange. We're in my office. This is my office.
Rockbridge Road.
Yes, this is, what is it?
1324.
All right, 1324
Rockbridge.
And so for those of you who are in this area and you are interested in plant-based meals to go, which is Essential Meals to Go, my business, you guys can actually use this as a place to get pick them up, pick up your food. I actually dropped some food off. I just dropped off some food for Bridget today,
and it looks so. Look, I ain't gonna say it looks delicious because I've already tasted her food, and y'all listen.
Yeah,
healthy never tastes so good. So if you're concerned about eating healthy is not gonna taste good.
There you go.
You don't know Chef Beee and what she can do to those meals. Y'all have to come out and try.
Ooh, look, can I book an appointment for massage?
You sure can.
Yes, you can. You can actually, yes, you can. And then also Bridget we can send her a link. You can actually book straight online. Okay. Yes. And so you can definitely do that. Akellolife.com. I'm actually going to put that on here. What does Akello mean?
Okay, so Akello is an African name, and it means to bring forth. So we want to bring forth life to you. And massage is an excellent way to bring forth life to the body, put you in alignment. Yes.
Nice. It's beautiful to bring it. Yes. All right. So now we have Dawn. She's wearing her MG walk. Could you tell them a little bit? Because a lot of people don't know about, how do you say the first word?
Myasthenia.
Myasthenia.
It's myasthenia gravis. Right. And what it is a neurological autoimmune condition. Wow. And it affects your voluntary muscles. So think about that for a minute. Your eyes.
Wow.
Your throat. It's going to affect your ability to speak. It affects your ability to breathe. So things that we just really take for granted. It can affect your muscles, holding things, walking. And Bridget has been indoctrinated into our wellness team here for the MG Walk. So she will actually be at the MG Walk on March the 14th. And she will be giving sample massages, chair massages, for everyone that comes out. So we definitely appreciate her support. Yes. But we want to definitely create awareness about myasthenia gravis because sometimes people have things going on with them and they can't really explain it. Things don't make sense, symptoms together, and they're often dismissed. And I know firsthand because it happened to me, where I went to the doctors, I had droopy eyes, I had double vision, and then I couldn't hold things. So they're thinking, oh, it's carpal tunnel, but it wasn't. It was something gravely more serious. And currently there isn't a cure, but I can tell you, since we have been doing the MG walks in Atlanta, this will make our 8th year.
Wow.
Doing the walks. Yes. And in that time, we have been able to raise more money for research. We have been able to get more treatment options available because even if there's not a cure, just being able to find something that will increase your quality of life is absolutely, absolutely key. And so just to give you an idea of how rare the disease is, it took over 50 years for one new drug to become available. 50 years. And I just learned that the very first documented case of myasthenia gravis dates back to 348 years ago.
What?
So think about that. 348 years, and we only have 2 drugs.
Wow.
So that's
crazy.
We have to do better, and we have to create awareness because I know this disease can affect anybody at any age, and there's no known cause, although there are things that we suspect may have caused it, which toxic environments.
Yes.
So
and number one, because you're breathing in and the things that they put on our foods, insecticides, and all that stuff.
Exactly. And so the disease kind of structurally looks like MS.
Oh, multiple sclerosis.
They've always said that, when they came out with the MG, I'm gonna say MG because it was mistaken for the muscular, the other muscular ones, but until
so
And maybe that someone else out there, have been going through some things and being misdiagnosed.
Right, and
also.
they couldn't explain what was going on. And one of the things that also happens with myasthenia gravis is fatigue. So I know we often hear a lot of people say that they're tired and they don't really understand why.
Yes.
And for me, there was a time where I couldn't even go grocery shopping. So being able to have somebody that could deliver a meal for me or to prepare a meal, that's gold. That is just gold.
So actually, there's some comments that are coming in. Thank you so much for those of you who are joining. Rashlyn Grant, thank you so much. Angela says, along with Guillain-Barré, those are like two very serious diseases. And she says, believe it or not, I've taken care of several pediatric patients with the disorder. They really needed help. We would just support them until the MG attack passed. It would be great to stop it or predict it when an attack can happen. Yes, it's fatigue. And so let me ask you this. What are some of the things that you had to do, Dawn, to be able, because you're able to pick up things now.
Right.
So what kinds of things do you do now in your sort of lifestyle that has helped to make sure that you're able to function on a daily basis?
Mind if I really tell the real story?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Well, one of the things that I actually did was change my lifestyle. One. In terms of eating better. I'm a pescatarian. I'm not a vegan, but I'm a pescatarian. So I found that definitely helped me because I wanted to try to eliminate certain things out of my life. And long story short, I tried all the medication that's out there. There are IV drugs out there that a person may get, and you have to be hooked up to those things for like 8 hours a day. For a couple of days, and having that caused me to get meningitis.
Whoa!
So those are things that people don't realize when you say, the side effects. I have this condition, but now this drug just gave me meningitis.
Right.
So with all of that and failing on the medications that are out there to treat, that are pretty much all off label, except for the two that are recently indicated, I started taking CBD oil. And when
you sell that here, by the way.
When I tell you, I mean, I'm living proof that everything doesn't have to come from a pharmaceutical.
That's right.
To make you get better. In fact, the pharmaceuticals were making me worse.
Right.
And so feeling how toxic my body was, I started the CBD oil with the help of Dr. Robbins. And I 100% from the very first day I started, I was able to be off of all of my medication.
That's amazing.
But I will tell you, myasthenia gravis is known as the snowflake disease because all three of us could have myasthenia gravis, but what works for you won't work for me, or the symptoms that you have, I may not have, or Chef Bee may not have. And so because it's so wild like that, you have to look at what will work for a person as an individual. But thankfully, the CBD definitely helped me, and I've been able to share my experience with other people, and it's just been a godsend for me. And so now I'm active, I'm out here, I'm helping create awareness, and hopefully we can get some people to come out to our MG walk.
So we'll give you guys the link to the MG walk because Robbins Health Alliance is a sponsor for that particular walk. So let me just say this, y'all. I do 5Ks. I've committed to this agreement with myself, 5Ks every month for 12 months. So, I missed January because actually the one I went to do the hot chocolate. It was sold out.
Okay, so that means you have to do two in another month.
No.
I was thinking, you gotta make it up.
So February, which just passed, I did the Atlanta Mission 5K. So I did that. That was like 2 weeks ago. So MG walk. Now everybody gonna be walking, but Chef Bee gonna be jogging or doing my thing,
that's
right?
Fine.
I'm gonna be doing that. So I will be there too. All right, I'll send you guys the link. So if anyone wants to come and jog with me, walk with me, come out. That would be great. So the whole clinic, clinic is going to support and be there. Yes. So if you guys want to get your little 5K in for the month, like me, come on, let's do it. And we're going to give you guys the link. So do they need to have, what's the cost to?
There's actually no cost to register.
Okay, awesome.
No cost to register, but I would encourage you to make a donation.
Okay, nice.
Because it is a fundraiser. Mm-hmm. And again,
nice.
It has been making a difference doing these walks. Wonderful. And it's you can walk either 1 mile or 3 miles, or you can run.
Okay, I'm going to run. I'm going to run. Because, the walk is going to be there for a minute.
It's going to be, and just to kind of put it in perspective, a lot of people with MG, just the mere fact that they are even taking on being able to walk 3 miles is a big deal.
That's a big deal. So, we just wanted to, we jumped on here because we wanted to remind you guys about the open house for those of you who are just joining. Yes. Thank you for all the folks who've come on today. It's such a beautiful, we see the people hopping in and hopping out. Yeah. If you're in the Stone Mountain area, if you're in the Atlanta metropolitan area, this is an amazing facility. And I'm so proud to be a part of it. I'm so proud to be a part of Wellness Downstairs. We offer massage therapy, raindrop therapy, spiritual counseling. You can get your essential meals to go drop off here. So if you want to organize that with me, we can make that happen. We have refrigerator, all of that. We can make that happen. Health coaching, of course, essential oil education, detoxification therapy, thermography. And then also last time we were on, Chef Bee, Bridget, Dawn,
and Peeking Dawn,
hanging out. Dawn gave us a little goodie. She was like, look, this is what I'm about to do.
Oh, yeah.
She said, you're going to give us a little discount for those people who show up to the open house on the thermography. What's the discount?
So you'll get $50 off your thermography session.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
But you gotta be here to get it.
You gotta be here to get it. In addition to that, you're gonna get some free food because I'm gonna be cooking. You're gonna get some food. You're gonna get some massage.
And you also will get a discount on your first massage with me if you want to make an appointment. But you have to be here.
You gotta be here, y'all. You got to be here. All right. In addition to that, I do these essential oil readings. Yes, I do. How do you do essential oil readings? You gotta come and see. It's pretty amazing. It's called biosurveys. So what it does is it's an energetic reading. It tells you which of your, they're like different energy centers that you have and which are in alignment and which are out and what kinds of things you need to do physically, food-wise, and then which essential oils you need to use to help them go back in alignment. And what I do is I take it an extra step further, and we know that there are emotions that are connected to different essential oils.
Oh, yes.
And so if those essential oils show up for you, then what we do now is we say, okay, we look at what could be happening from an emotional standpoint. So those readings are really powerful, y'all. They're very, very powerful and very personal. When I do those readings with people, they're like, how do you know that about me? And I'm like, it's not me. It's you. Your energy does not lie.
Oh, my goodness.
And the things that are uncovered, people are like, oh, my goodness. So we do those. And I use this in the coaching because it really helps me to understand where we need to go since we do a holistic coaching program. It's not just about food. It's lifestyle.
Absolutely.
And so there are different aspects of your lifestyle, right? Your emotions, your finances, your relationships.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
All
of it. The total thing. So this week, we can use this as a tool to help us to understand where we need to go in our conversations when we're doing the health coaching program.
Absolutely. And to piggyback on what you're saying, we're talking about emotions and identifying them. Do you know that your body holds everything that you go through? If it goes through the mind, it's going out through the body. And the body holds it in the muscles, your organs. So that massage, your essential oils, and even the thermography.
And
then she does the detox, taking those things out.
Yes.
Look, we're here for you. We counsel you on different things. We make the body feel good. We show you. We'll give you a roadmap to the body to align you.
Bomb.
Okay.
Bomb. Alignment.
Spirit, emotion,
the Baba just
physical.
joined. Baba Aitor just joined. Look, we got J.M. Woodyard saying, child, I need a book of flight from Maryland.
Oh, come on. What you waiting
Good
on?
food. Y'all haven't bought tickets yet? Better run.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Hilarious. Yeah, so really look, I was just talking to y'all, a doctor. This is someone that, I'm considering working with me. Mm-hmm. And she was talking about her experience in medical school and how the reason why she's not a practicing doctor is because the way she was taught in medical school was so different than how she views medicine and holistic care. Mm-hmm. So I was telling her about, what we do here and just being at the Robbins Health Alliance as a health coach. She's like, that's how it should be.
Absolutely.
She's like, that's the setup. You got the clinic upstairs and then you have the wellness pieces.
The supporting pieces.
Oh my gosh. She's like, that is amazing. She's like, if I ever practice medicine again,
that's what she wants.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, this is the model, y'all.
This is the model, y'all. We working that model. We working that model. All right. Yeah. So I want you to tell them a little bit about thermography. I tried last time.
You did a really good job.
I did okay. I want you to use the big word. Use the big word. I was like, when I stood up and especially tell them about it, girl. You do it. So tell them.
No, you really did do a good job. And what thermography does is it looks at the heat patterns within your body. So we know that whenever there's any dis-ease that's happening in our body, it will start with inflammation. Yes. But guess what? We can't see inflammation on a mammogram.
You can't.
We can't see it on other scans either, but we can see it on thermography. Yes. And we can also use thermography as a tool for monitoring your wellness. So we often get people that are doing different programs. Maybe it's chemotherapy, maybe it's something natural, and they want to see how their breasts are improving from an inflammatory standpoint. So that's something that we're able to assist them with the thermography. And also, my favorite screening actually would probably be the women's wellness screening, because that takes you from head to your stomach. And so what I like about it is it can look at your dental, it can look at your carotid artery. It gives a really good view of what's happening with your GI. Sometimes we have people that may be suffering from
leaky
reflux or different things, and they don't really understand what's happening. They think maybe it's allergies or a whole barrage of things. But when we look at it with the thermography camera, it's, oh, wow, they can see exactly what's happening. Right. And one of the things that I like is that if there's something that's a suspicious pattern that's happening, it can be monitored, and then you can start to address that before it becomes a problem.
So it's a preventative approach.
It's definitely more of a preventative thing. And so we love it. We've been doing it for a number of years here.
That's beautiful.
Look, it's non-invasive.
And it's non-invasive.
There's
no radiation.
And all of that
and see, that's the stuff we got to watch,
no
y'all.
Radiation,
that's what
no
we gotta
touching.
Watch.
It's been around since the 80s, so it's...
Wow, but no one's talking about thermography. More and more people are getting hip. More and more people are getting hip to thermography, so that's good. So JM says, this E starts with inflammation. That is something that many people don't know. That's true. Thank you for the nugget. Thank you, Tasha Lewis, for also joining. Yes, thermography, I have. And then here's the thing, when you think about a mammogram, they're taking the breast and they're smashing it in between two.
The most tender.
Plates.
This is very tender.
But here's the thing. If you have a tumor already in there that's already like intact, if you have a mammogram you can actually burst it and release it, and then it can metastasize throughout the body.
Right.
So that's one of the challenges with mammograms. They don't talk about that, but that's really what could potentially be making some of these situations worse.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. There was, I think one of my most memorable clients was one who kept having a lot of autoimmune-like symptoms, and she just didn't know what was going on with her. And when she got the thermography done, we ask everyone if you've had any breast implants. I don't care how old you are.
Wow.
We have to ask that question. And true enough, she did have breast implants that she never got changed out, because you do have to get them changed out.
I didn't know that.
After a certain number of years.
Really?
And under the thermography, what we were able to see was just incredible. Her implants were actually leaking, and we could see a clear outline of the leak.
Wow.
And that was very useful, because then her surgeon could see exactly where
it was
problem
going.
was. And so you really never know when somebody comes in and sits down what's going on
inside.
And it's great for us to help them along that path to get those answers.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And then also we must say that like thermography it doesn't diagnose anything. It's just basically showing you where those hot zones, I like to call them hot zones, the heat patterns are located in the body. They kind of light up like it's orange, correct?
Well, they light up different colors, but one of the things that we're able to see is the different temperatures. So you might have a different temperature here than you do over here. And that's something that we can monitor. So if the temperature is increasing, we know that, hey, you need to do something more aggressive than what you're currently doing.
Wow. So how would someone book a thermography session with you?
So they could call our office at the Robbins Health Alliance.
All right. And I'm actually going to drop in robbinshealth.com.
For more information on thermography as a whole, we do have a lot of information and some images up there as well. And they can call the number.
Awesome. And then what's the number?
770.
The number is 770
564.
564?
Yes, ma'am. $13.99.
$13.99. All right. So that's if you want thermography. Really, if you want to book an appointment here as well. All right. So she sees all sorts of folks. We also see a lot of people have allergies.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So we do a lot of allergy testing here. We also we have travel clinics, so you can get different shots if you're traveling abroad, right?
No,
is that true?
No, not the shots.
Okay, what?
Travel vacations.
Oh, travel vacations.
I saw immunization on the. What you saw was immigration.
Never mind. I got the wrong eye.
No,
she said immigration.
I'm so sorry, but that was a
reading. Go ahead.
It started the same thing. No, so we also offer immigration examinations. Dr. Robbins is a civil surgeon, so she's able to complete that I-693 form that everybody that is
somebody needed to know that
citizenship can do. Oh my God!
I know Aitoro. Oops.
It's all good. Oops. It's all good. So we have a lot going on here in our building.
All right, so
we do. We have quite a bit.
Immigration exams. We got that. So if you
have
just
a chiropractor here.
Chiropractor, yes. We cannot forget the chiropractor. So. Amazing place. And what we're going to be doing, y'all, we're going to be jumping on periodically and talking about some of these things that we see here at the clinic. Just because, oftentimes not everybody takes action when they need to go to the doctor. They see symptoms of things, but they kind of pass it up, and sometimes it's only when folks talk about it, when you connect with it, you're like, okay, this might be me. Right. And then it allows you to sort of reflect and then decide, do I need to take action with, what's going on? So like I said, we see quite a few things here. And so we'll be coming on periodically to talk about some of the things that we see and give you guys more education around these different diseases that are coming up. And just things that you could be doing to stay healthy and well. So Aitor has a question. What type, if naturopathic things are offered there?
So some of the other things that we do offer is homeopathy. Dr. Robbins is very big on treating people with homeopathics, and so if you're not really familiar with homeopathics or homeopathy, it's been around long before, medicine, really. And it's one of the reasons she likes it is because it's impossible for anyone to overdose on them. And it takes the approach of like treats like.
What does that mean?
So, for example, there is actually something called, let me see, my favorite one probably is, oh my gosh, all these things are going through my head. Like arnica. Everybody's probably more familiar with arnica. That's used for pain. There's also something that's called nux vomica. You can probably tell from the name what that's going to be used for. That if you have, say, problems where you're feeling like you're about to vomit, or that is really good for that. Nausea is good for that.
Got it.
Hangover
is good for that. Y'all hearing that? Get some arnica.
It's good for that. One of the reasons I like it is they have a lot of formulas for allergies, and especially food allergies. So I actually, at any given time, I probably have at least 2 or 3 different tinctures in my purse, because if I go out and I don't know what has been put on the food,
I see.
Right. And so I'm taking that. There's also more advanced things, like if you have cancer, there's different protocols for if you have cancer.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we do see cancer patients here. Yes. For those of you who are looking for alternative approaches to chemotherapy for treating cancer, there are different protocols that we can use here. So for sure.
Right. And Dr. Robbins, she also does acupuncture.
Yeah.
So that's
look, we have you.
We got everything.
We got you.
So
what you need? Come
much.
on in and see us on Saturday, March the 7th. We'll be here to answer any questions that you may have, and then even let you try some of the things that we do, like our food, some massage. Look, y'all. Everybody needs a massage. And look, it feels so good. We be out there, people yelling in our ears, and we're all tensed up. You know what? You need that. So when you come home, look, I even teach people how to do couples massage. Y'all look forward to those classes. Because, I went home. Let me just share this story, because you know what? It means a lot with touch. We as humans don't touch in nice ways, because we've gotten away from that. Right. Touch now is like this, oh my God, don't touch me. But you know what? It brings so much healing.
I feel good just her touching me.
Okay, exactly. You know what? Human touch feels so nice. And we look at nature and see all the other species. They have different things that they do, the groom and the touch. And, ooh.
Pulling bugs off each other.
We ain't gonna lick you.
I'm just kidding.
But when I went home to Florida and I went to visit all of my aunts and my mom, what I made a point of doing, because see, I had to really, in order to tell people that what touch does change things, because I know that. But I went home and purposely, when I sat down to talk to my family, I would either grab their hands and just start massaging. All of these muscles, just tender touches. When you go home and maybe you made it home first, and your children, oh my goodness, your husband, your wife, your significant other, when you're there, just when they sit down, grab a hand and just start massaging. And massage is nothing more. Look, you have other places. I mean, I can do different types of movements with the massage, but just simply squeezing. Look at there, I got my hands here and just squeezing, like in the muscle in the hand. It feels wonderful. And believe me, from a stressful day, if somebody grab your hand or your foot and does that, it's going to take away a lot of the anxiety, a lot of the stress, and it makes you feel good. So,
Aitora says, what are some benefits of massage and what are some different types?
Oh, wow. The benefits of massage. It opens you up. It helps your circulation. It helps with stress.
It helps relieve the tensions in the muscle, because look, I just said about when you're stressed up, your body is tight. So it's like you put a lid on your body and nothing has opportunity to get out or get in. Mm-hmm. And when you massage opens the muscles up.
Does it release toxins too?
It releases toxins. Okay. It has the toxin releasing. And it just, even if you're one who has insomnia, you can't sleep and rest, it helps you to rest. Okay. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot of the cortisol levels down, okay, which is a stress hormone. And if you have range of motion issues, okay, so like chronic issues like your carpal tunnel, your MG, your even with your frozen shoulder, it opens all of those up, because sometimes the joints can be out of place. You get your bursas that kind of flame up, and massage just opens those avenues for the liquids to kind of flow better in the body. It opens up say if you have back problems. Okay, our central nervous system runs down the vertebrae. So if your muscles are tight, you're pinching nerves, you're pinching, and then you're going to have the tingling sensations in your hand. Mm-hmm. So those are some of the benefits of massage. And the types that you can get, we have like your Swedish massage, which is just relaxation. We have your deep tissue where we're getting in those muscles. We're releasing the muscles so that they're not causing the impingements of the nerves or what have you. You have your stretching. We do stretching as well. Stretching is very important. And again, if you're not one who's out there doing exercises, those are things that you need to do. And what are some other ones that we have? Lymphatic ones, okay, because those fluids need to move in the body to release the toxins. And if those systems are clogged up and backed up, oh my. You're talking about
cancer.
All of them. Yeah,
cancer.
Body, yes. And think of it. Think of your body as like a pond. Okay, if you don't have currents moving in there, guess what? Everything in there starts dying off, and that's what your body does. Your muscles become atrophic. I mean, it starts losing its strength. They get weak. It gets weak. So we have to open up the muscles to allow our body to breathe. And even your organs, if they are backed up, you can have other issues as well. So massage just opens it up.
Yeah, you even notice like if you gotta go to the bathroom, you start massaging your belly.
Yes,
that thing start moving.
Absolutely.
It start moving.
Absolutely. And that's what we do too. You get in the stomach and just start going clockwise, and then just releasing some things out of there. So it has many, many benefits to it.
Thank you for your question, Aitoro.
Thank you. That was excellent.
So let me ask this question. I'm putting you on blast right now, Aitoro. He woke up this morning with a fever, and he's supposed to travel to Ghana tonight. Should he go?
What's the fever? How high is it?
Guess what? Our thermometer was broken, but he was just hot. That's all I can say is he was hot. Well, he's functional, he can move, but he's hot. So I said to him, I don't think he should travel. So because I'm thinking about all that's going on out there in the world, and then, I'm just thinking about just being in a plane for so long. And if he's hot, he might be uncomfortable, but then also if his body's trying to fight off an infection, should he travel?
If he's not feeling well, that's never a good time to travel.
Right.
Especially when you don't fully know what's going on with you. One of the things you don't want to do is just take the chance and spread that to other people.
Right.
And I know, for example, on some of the cruise ships, we've used that as an example, they're actually taking your temperature. And if it reads higher than 100.4, you're not getting on that ship. You're not getting on that ship. Wow. So if that's a gauge, if you take your temperature, I would say, please get your temperature taken.
All right. Before he goes anywhere.
Be seen if you have to just pop in somewhere, minute clinic somewhere.
Right, and just get the temperature taken.
Right, just to see what's going on. Have your lungs listened to. Make sure there's not any fluid that's being built up.
You see what he's saying? I'm fine. I'm just tired because my family don't like to sleep at night.
They need a massage.
He's trying to put me and these boys on blast, y'all, because them boys be wanting to stay up and chill. But no, thank you for that, because I said to him, I said, we're going to ask the doc. We're going to ask and find out what should we do. Because, you know, it's a big trip.
You want to be careful.
You want to be careful.
That's going
sanitize.
Say sanitize.
You know, those Clorox wipes, those are really good. And normally I'm not big on things like that because of my own personal allergies, but because my immune system is very compromised, I have to do things like that as a preventative.
Right.
You know, I don't want to get sick, and I gladly offer it to the people in the next seats so that we can all stay well.
So wipe everything down as you come and sit down.
Wipe everything down, and usually if I'm traveling and I'm not feeling well, I don't want anything from the flight attendant. I'm going to bring everything I need on board.
Yeah.
So I can minimize my contact with anybody.
I like that.
So
that's really good travel tip.
Thank you.
That was really awesome. Look at all you getting today, y'all.
She is a travel agent.
Look at all you get. So look, we're gonna wait. We can't overcrowd these people.
Yeah,
we're gonna wait. You do so much here. We're not gonna talk about the travel thing she got going on. And she an esthetician. We're not gonna talk about all of that because it's just amazing. All right. We're going to stop there, but we just want to say thank you all for joining.
Thank you all so
Angela,
much.
thank you so much for joining. And once again, go to the Eventbrite link. Please share this out. So even if you cannot make it, maybe there's someone in your community, in your tribe, somewhere that's looking for a doctor's office that's in alignment with how they view medicine and being taken care of. All right. Some people out here, they don't go to the doctor because they're like, they don't understand where I'm going. I'll be fighting with my doctor, and they don't want the fight, right? So you might fight with Doc because she'll fight you. She'll fight you back. But she'll fight you back.
But she loves you.
But it's about love because she wants you to be good, and she's not going to be throwing a bunch of medicines at you, a bunch of chemicals at you. She wants you guys to change your lifestyle first.
Right.
Okay?
She wants people that are serious about getting off of any medication that they may be taking, especially for high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol. The trifecta, those are things that we know we can help with.
Exactly. Yep. And so come on out. We want you guys to see the space. Beautiful downstairs is beautiful, y'all. It's just beautiful.
Come see.
Come and hang out with us 10 to 2 on Saturday, March 7th. We got the Eventbrite link in there. You guys can also check out the website, Doc's website for thermography. If you want a massage, you can check out akellolife.com. I'll drop my website if you're interested in health coaching, Essential Meals to Go, all of that. But we want you guys to come if you're local. All right. And this won't be the last time that we do an open house, but this is the one for this season. And this is the season that people are really thinking about their wellness. It's still the beginning of the year. People are usually trying to get activated. So this is the perfect time to, I would say, New Year intentions.
I like that. Now, see, that's what I'm saying.
Not resolution.
Not resolution. But that's what we've always said.
We always say that.
But be intentional. Intentional. That's right.
Intentional. Right? So there you go. So that said, come on out, share this out. And if you have any last minute questions, let us know. Y'all got anything else I want to say before we jump on?
No, put those questions in the question box.
This was good though.
And just come out and see us. We would love to see you here. I like to see smiling faces.
I know you do. Yes, indeed, y'all. And remember, you got your drop-off spot if you want meals.
Y'all better get y'all, because I'm ready.
I'm ready to grow today. Now. I was so proud. Let me tell you, I was so proud of these meals that I made for Bridget. Okay, I made over 30 meals over the last 2 days for people.
Wow.
Okay, and I was like, I really hope she liked these meals because I put a lot of love in these meals. I put a lot of love in these meals. Yes, I did.
Come on, God. See that group hugs, y'all.
Group hug, y'all. All right, so like I said, we'll be jumping on periodically to give you guys more information about things that we're seeing in the wellness space here. And, this is beautiful. It'll be around this time. 11 o'clock is sort of the sweet spot Tuesdays for us. So stay tuned. We'll let you guys know in advance when we are on.
Absolutely. Right? And if they have any questions or want to know about certain things, put them on there. Put them on.
Send it to us.
We'll look at it. If we don't know, we'll find out.
That's right. That's right. All right. So we are off. We have some meetings and we got some people to massage on. Yeah. So it's almost 12 o'clock.
It is. Well, you better come on. Let's go.
I'm about to leave. Bye, y'all. About to go get my massage.